Black bears, bobcats, and white-tailed deer, just some of the many regular visitors to Scott Hayden's home in Milford.
Rather than keep the incredible images to himself, he created a YouTube channel to invite the world into his backyard.
I love the outdoors, love animals, so we walk down here every day. I always wondered, were there animals, traveling along the woods roads? So I thought maybe put some game cameras out at some point. When the pandemic hit, being so isolated in your house and all that, I needed some way to get out and get away from all the bad news. So that's when I broke down and we bought the cameras.
Scott has 10 of these trail cameras spread throughout his 20 acres of property. He comes and collects the footage from them 2 times a week and uploads a new video to his YouTube page every Sunday morning.
Basically almost every animal that we have in Maine we've captured. It was my daughter that kind of said, well, you should start a YouTube page.
Hayden's channel has racked up close to 500,000 views. But for him, it's not about the numbers, rather sharing all that Maine has to offer.
For a lot of people it seemed, and especially during the pandemic, but even now, it's just relaxing. I don't add any music, I don't do anything. It's just the pure footage itself, so you'll hear the birds singing, the wind blowing. Then to actually see what the animals do in their daily lives is really neat.
In addition to working full-time as a geologist, Hayden spends hours on the weekend editing videos. All worth it for moments like this recent bear sighting.
But it was so funny to see him, the first few times we got him on camera, he would just walk by the swing, and then later his curiosity, he'd start to check the swing out a little bit and just put his head on it and rub on it a little bit. And then, of course, this last video is when he decided to give the swing a try.
In December, COVID claimed the life of Hayden's mother, Joan, at the age of 83. She was able to see much of the footage before she passed, and Hayden said having an outlet helped with his grieving process.
It's horrible losing a parent, but it was always nice because every time I would come down here, I'd think of my mom and how much she would enjoy this. The week video that I did on the week that she passed away, I actually dedicated to her. This is my solace. This is how I got through COVID.
Those feelings of solace Hayden gets from the animals, he wants to make sure they're afforded in return.
We have never ever fed any of the animals. We don't feed any of the animals. They don't want anything to do with you, and we don't want anything to do with them. The only reason why we're seeing them is because these cameras are out here 24/7.
To see more, visit Maine Wildlife Trail videos on YouTube.
It's amazing. I got so much footage into that story, and there is so much more where it came from. So I really encourage you to check out his YouTube page for
It's
more.
almost like a wildlife park he has going there, That is unbelievable. But the bear swing, classic.
Adorable.
Classic
Can't beat
video
it.
right there. Yeah, no doubt.